Hi everyone, I'm Jim Tenholder, President of Imaging Supplies Warehouse, ISW.
And I'm Steve Miller, Director of Brand and Business Development at ISW.
Today we're talking about a category that has absolutely exploded over the past few years.
And if you're in garment decoration, you already know what it is.
That's right, DTF consumables. Because while printers get a lot of attention,
the real magic happens with the film, ink, and powder you're running through them.
Exactly. And as the product market expert, I'm here to talk about what's happening in the DTF consumables market and why quality materials are becoming such a critical factor for the decorators.
And as the chief product expert, I'm digging into the product itself, Color Blast DTF products from Imaging Supplies Warehouse.
Steve, one thing we hear constantly is that not all products are made equally.
You know, that's absolutely true, Jim. The difference between average and exceptional prints often comes down to the chemistry of the film coatings, the powder performance, and the ink compatibility.
And that's exactly why we're here today, to take a closer look at a system designed to deliver consistent, high-quality DTF production.
And maybe to bust a few myths along the way.
Sounds like fun.
And today we're putting it all on the spot
on WIN PrintSpot.
Welcome everyone, I'm MJ.
And I'm Dan Barefoot.
If you're new to WIN PrintSpot, this is our Shark Tank style show for printing technology, where we break down real products so print professionals can make smarter buying decisions.
Each episode starts with the market, what's happening, why it matters, and where the opportunity is.
Then we move into the product, the overview, the facts, and how it performs in real production environments.
Today on WIN PrintSpot, we're diving into one of the hottest segments in garment decoration.
DTF consumables, the films, powders, and inks that make direct-to-film production possible.
That's exactly why we're so excited about today's episode, because we're joined by some great friends of ours from Imaging Supplies Warehouse, or ISW.
ISW has built a terrific reputation across the industry for delivering reliable, production-ready solutions that decorators depend on every day.
And today, we're taking a closer look at Color Blast True DTF products designed to help shops achieve vibrant color, dependable transfers, and consistent results.
To guide us through the market and the product,
we're joined by two people who really know this space very well.
Jim Tenholder, serving as our product market expert, will walk us through what's happening in the DTF consumables market and why it matters to decorators.
And Steve Miller, today's chief product expert, will break down the Color Blast lineup and what makes it stand out.
So, let's get started.
Because every great product story begins the same way.
With the market. To guide us through the market, we're joined by Jim Tenholder, President of Imaging Supplies Warehouse, or ISW, and without any question, Jim is one of the very best channel operators in our industry.
He certainly is. Serving as our chief market expert, Jim brings deep experience in DTF technology, and especially DTF consumables, having supplied decorators across the market with some of the industry's most widely used consumable products.
Jim, welcome. We're really glad to have you with us on WIN PrintSpot. Let's start with the market. What's driving the demand for DTF consumables? What key product characteristics are users looking for today and why? And just how fast is the market growing?
Thanks, Dan and MJ. Before we get into the product, it's important to look at market context. As demand for DTF printing continues to grow, decorators are relying more than ever on high-quality consumables to drive consistent results, efficiency, and profitability. And that's why the films, powders, and inks behind the process have become such a critical part of successful DTF production. As DTF continues to be one of the fastest growing segments in decorated apparel, today I want to focus on something that often gets overlooked, but has the biggest impact on your results. That's the consumables behind the process: film, powder, and ink. As we have seen an explosive growth in DTF across shops of all sizes, we see that it's very easy to get into, which is great, but that also means that there's more competition. As more shops are entering this space, quality and consistency become the main differentiator. Customers aren't just comparing you to local competitors anymore, they're comparing you to everyone. While most people are going to focus on the printer when they think about DTF, the reality is the printer just lays down what the consumables allow it to. Film, powder, and ink are what actually determine your output. If those aren't consistent, your results won't either. Customer expectations have also gone way up. They want prints that are vibrant, soft, washable, and durable. At the same time, shops need to produce faster and with fewer errors. That combination makes consistency absolutely critical. A lot of shops are trying to save money by going cheaper on consumables, but what they don't see here are the hidden costs. Reprints, wasted labor, downtime, it all adds up quickly. In most cases, cheaper actually becomes more expensive. Consistency is what allows you to scale. When your output is predictable, your production becomes faster. Your team makes fewer mistakes and your margins improve. And most importantly, your customers trust your product. When choosing the right consumable partner, it's just as important as the product themselves. We want consistency, technical support, and proven performance. We're looking for someone that's just not selling boxes, but someone helping you solve problems. That's what's going to allow you to grow with confidence. DTF is growing fast, but so are expectations. The shops that win will be ones that deliver consistent, high-quality results. And this all starts with the consumables behind the process. If you get that right, you set yourself up to scale profitably. Now that you have a solid understanding of the market and the opportunity it presents, I'll turn it back to Dan and MJ.
Jim, that gives us great insight into the market and the opportunity in DTF consumables. Thank you.
Now that we understand what's driving demand and what decorators are looking for, let's move into the product itself.
Please welcome our Chief Product Expert, Steve Miller, Director of Brand and Business Development at Imaging Supplies Warehouse, or ISW. And MJ, Steve also leads the company's branding and marketing initiatives at ISW. He does a fantastic job. Steve will walk us through the Color Blast True DTF product lineup and then break down the specifications, or as we like to say here, just the facts. Steve, you're up.
Hey, thanks, Dan. I'm pleased to introduce today's feature product, Color Blast DTF products from Imaging Supplies Warehouse, or better known as ISW. For decorators, the story's simple. Consistent input creates consistent transfers. The lineup is built around 3 levelers: film, ink, and powder, all working together to deliver vibrant color, reliable adhesion, and repeatable output. From a process point of view, film controls the surface, ink controls the image, powder and cure controls the bond. Let's start with film, because that's where really stability begins. Color Blast DTF film uses a precision-coated PET base built for sharp detail, stable ink color, and clean releases. In practical terms, that means fewer pinholes, less bleeding and power specking, smoother handling, and faster press cycles. It's coated 2 sides with a matte finish, 75 micron film. The result is less waste, cleaner peel, and less babysitting. Next is the ink. Color Blast True DTF ink is a low viscosity CMYK plus white pigment ink engineered for common Epson printheads. The practical payoff is vivid color, strong white coverage, and steadier jetting. The ink is proudly made in the USA, has a 2-year shelf life in sealed bottles, and a bright white formulation built to reduce passes. Many users have mentioned it's a direct swap with no ICC rework, and we're able to achieve lower ink loads, which equates to savings. However, We do have profiles available for both Mamaki and Epson printers. And just a fun fact, we have been able to get color matched between Mamaki and Epson printers in the same shop. On the powder side, the 80 to 120 micron grain size helps create a wider, more forgiving melt and cure window across common DTF setups, so operators spend less time chasing issues at the dryer or press. When it's matched correctly to the film and cure profile, it supports a better stretch, strong adhesion, and wash durability, while also helping preserve bright and whites and vivid colors by avoiding overfusing. And because powdering and curing stay cleaner and more controlled, shops can reduce specking, cut reprints, and keep finishing more predictable. True DTF is all about consistency in the real world. The point is the film, ink, and powder are a system. Stable ink laydown needs a film that accepts the image cleanly, and both of those still depend on matching the powder and cure profile correctly. That is why we focus on total workflow performance, image quality, release behavior, adhesion, stretch, and repeatability. Now that you've learned the basics on the Color Blast DTF products, let's move to the specs. As we say here on WIN PrintSpot, just the facts. No fluff, no hype, just the facts. The True DTF film is 75 micron, matte coated, 2 sides, and instant hot peel. The True DTF ink is a low viscosity CMYK plus white, proudly made in the USA, lowers ink load, and built for common Epson print heads. True DTF powder's grain size delivers a wider, more forgiving cure window with strong stretch, adhesion, and wash durability, and cleaner production with fewer reprints. The Color Blast True DTF line is a full workflow designed to reduce do-overs, speed up finishing, and improve repeatability. MJ and Dan, there you have it. The overview and the facts. Nothing but the facts. Now back to you.
This is some impressive technology you're discussing today, and it's easy to see how Color Blast True DTF products from ISW are designed to meet the demands of today's garden decorators. But the best part is seeing it in action, in the demo.
I agree, MJ. It's time to see the Color Blast products in a demo. What do they say? Seeing is believing.
Impressive results. Then, this is it.
This is the moment, the one that matters most, the pitch.
Jim and Steve will now lay out the decisive reasons why Color Blast DTF products from Imaging Supplies Warehouse or ISW deserve a place in your DTF production workflow. So, here's the pitch.
So to summarize, here are the top 6 reasons Color Blast True DTF deserves serious consideration from today's DTF print providers.
Higher color performance. Finely dispersed, high-load pigments are designed to produce saturated color, clean edges, and strong overall print quality.
More stable opaque white. Stabilized white chemistry helps maintain dense coverage and more consistent jetting, especially on dark garments.
Better stretch and durability. The system is positioned to flex better, recover better, and reduce cracking compared with commodity formulations.
More reliable nozzle performance. Control the viscosity and surface tension, support stable jets, fewer clogs, and fewer production interruptions.
A wider, more forgiving process window. True DTF is positioned to run more consistently across common dryers and day-to-day shop conditions. You've seen the market, you've seen the capabilities, the facts, and the demo, and you've seen how Color Blast can help improve your DTF workflow.
Now, you're on the spot. The choice is yours.
This is WIN PrintSpot.
That wraps up an informative session with Imaging Supplies Warehouse or ISW. Then it's time to put today's key takeaways on the spot.
You're absolutely right. Today's session really comes down to 4 key takeaways. Based on Jim and Steve's review, here are the top takeaways regarding Color Blast True DTF products from ISW.
Complete system, not separate parts. Color Blast True DTF film, ink, and powder working together.
Cleaner DTF production, fewer reprints, less waste, more consistent output.
Built for real-world DTF shops. Faster finishing, reliable results every run.
And the bottom line is, Color Blast True DTF delivers consistent, profitable DTF production.
You're right, Dan. Those are strong takeaways. For more information on Color Blast True DTF products, please visit www.goisw.com.
And thanks to Jim and Steve for joining us on WIN PrintSpot.
Then, we already have more PrintSpot sessions in the pipeline. This is only the beginning. Be sure to check out the event section on our website or sign up for our WIN Quick News newsletter to get the dates for our upcoming PrintSpot sessions.
Thanks, MJ. Now it's up to you, the viewer,
to make the choice.
Thanks for joining us on WIN PrintSpot.